current media discussions have formed the basis for the themes presented in this video. Here you can also see graphics created with artificial intelligence techniques. Sharing what we have learned is the driving force of this video. Our greatest hope is that this video finds a meaningful place for you. Also, this is a speculation about the 2026 Fiat Tipo. The Fiat Tipo's potential 2026 debut is more of a shift in Fiat's global strategy under the Stellantis Group than a simple continuation of the present model. Production of the current generation of the Fiat Tipo, also called the Fiat Egea in Turkey, is expected to end in Europe around 2025, although fans are eagerly awaiting either a new model in the same Tipo lineup or another comparable C-segment vehicle. Nevertheless, there's a good chance that the next version will look completely different. This is because Fiat is shifting their focus from regional product lines to unified global platforms that can handle different powertrains and body steels. Since its European debut in the latter half of 2015, the present Fiat Tipo has been the compact C-segment flagship for Fiat. There have been many body styles to choose from, including hatchback, sedan, and station wagon. The Cross version, which caters to the increasing desire for rugged looks, was debuted not long ago. Most of this model's production has taken place in the Tofaş factory in Bursa, Turkey. The Tipo has maintained strong sales and regularly ranks first in its segment in the Turkish market, where it is marketed as the Egea. In contrast, it has had less stable results in the broader European market, with sales falling sharply after reaching a peak in 2017. As a result of this disparity in sales, several European markets have already stopped selling particular body steels, including the sedan, because demand has dropped. The production contract for the Tipo is scheduled to stretch until the end of 2025. Therefore, there are clear indications that it is being phased out in Europe in its current configuration. The Stellantis portfolio features tough C-segment rivals like the Peugeot 308, Opel Astra, and Citroën C4, which contribute to the severe internal competition that is influencing this strategic move. The Tipo may be losing ground in certain European countries, but it's still a hot seller in Turkey and a few other niche markets, including areas of Africa and the Middle East. The current generation's 2025 model year has seen selected improvements in specific areas, especially for the sedan and hatchback. Improved infotainment systems, mild hybrid engine options, such as the 1.5-liter GSE T448V system, and new safety measures are also part of these upgrades. Although these updates show that the current generation is still being invested in for certain locations, they are mostly considered as minor upgrades before a major overhaul of the device. The Fiat Tipo name will likely stick around for the 2026 model year, but it will most likely be used for a brand new model concept, a compact crossover with a strong SUV vibe, perfect for families. This shift in focus is a direct reaction to the current trend in customer preferences around the world. People are clearly leaning more towards SUVs and crossovers due to their greater versatility, elevated driving position, and robust good looks, as opposed to traditional hatchbacks and sedans. Brand CEO Olivier François has stated openly his aspirations for a complete revamp of Fiat's product range. His ultimate goal is to create models that are universally applicable and resonant in all foreign markets, models that are really global in nature. Using a single, extremely adaptable worldwide platform is essential for this massive effort. All signs point to this platform being the Smart Car platform, which is already used by popular models like the Citroën C3 and will be used by a new wave of Fiat vehicles, including the Grande Panda, which was introduced not long ago. On the other hand, it is possible to use parts of a CMP/eCMP design, especially for electronic revisions. Launched between 2024 and 2027, with a steady rhythm of one new model arriving annually, the future Tipo successor is expected to serve as a foundation for a carefully designed family of new Fiat vehicles. Regardless of whether it officially uses a different name or stays with the Tipo label in all areas, this new C-segment offering will be designed from the start to be a genuinely global vehicle. Due to its adaptability, it may be customized to meet the unique needs and infrastructure readiness of different places by switching between multiple powertrain configurations, such as pure electric, hybrid, and internal combustion engine (IC) options. As an example, it could be equipped with powerful and economical internal combustion engine (IC) choices, like the bioethanol-compatible Firefly engines common in certain Latin American markets, or advanced hybrid blocks, like the EB2 1.2L hybrid, used in European applications, or in markets where electric vehicle infrastructure is still in its early stages or where cost is a major concern. In areas where the infrastructure and customer demand for electric vehicles are more developed, fully electric versions will be accessible at the same time. This successor's design philosophy is to cross over the traditional segmentations, meaning to break away from the typical sedan/hatchback shapes and introduce a novel crossover that combines the exciting features of an SUV with the sensible features of a family vehicle. The intriguing fastback idea that was unveiled during Fiat's recent Panda-inspired range showcase, along with other conceptual previews, suggest an aerodynamically optimized, utterly modern, and expressive design language. Crucially, Fiat's core idea of providing easy functioning and a feeling of joyful motoring will stay firmly attached to this modern design. In addition, Fiat is expected to showcase its dedication to environmental responsibility with this new model, which is said to be a champion of sustainable materials. The inside is said to have eco-friendly fabrics like bamboo and recycled plastics. In 2026, the Fiat Tipo will be introduced, marking a new and exciting chapter for this well-known brand. It will be more than just an updated version of the current model. It will revolutionize the industry. It will instead come out as a completely rethought vehicle, perfectly in line with Stellantis's grand plan to use shared, scalable platforms and Fiat's lofty goal of making electrified cars that are accessible to everyone, relevant on a global scale. Although production of the existing Tipo may be coming to an end in some regions, especially in Europe, the name itself is set to start on an ambitious and globally focused journey. Given its strategic relevance to Fiat's manufacturing operations and its proven knowledge, the Tofaş factory in Bursa, Turkey, will likely continue to incorporate major existing hubs in its manufacturing. On the other hand, Stellantis may decide to expand production to other strategically placed locations throughout the world in order to make it easier to distribute globally. In 2026 and beyond, this new Tipo needs to provide a winning combination of competitive features, highly adaptable powertrain choices, and an attractive design that appeals to the varied preferences and practical needs of buyers all over the world if it wants to be a success and be widely accepted.